Hey guys, what's up? You're growing with Sean. All right, guys, what's going on? And today, with Growing with Sean, we're going to talk about plant maintenance. I'm going to break it down into 5 categories of what I mean by that. 1, we're talking about our soil moisture. 2, we're talking about the quality of our leaves. 3, we're talking about our growth rates. 4, we're checking to make sure we don't have anything with pests, those little bugs, yeah? And especially since it's spring, getting close to summer, they're gonna be out. And 5, we wanna check our roots. We wanna see if it's time for our pots to be upsized. And if some of the plant has died and you have to cut it back, it may be time to downsize. We don't know, okay? So those are our 5 things that we're gonna look for when we're talking about our plant maintenance. Let's go ahead and dive into soil moisture. What do I mean? Let's get us a plant here. All right, this so happens to be a plant that I'm just loving this week. All right, so we don't know fully what the identification of this plant is. Short story, it was sold as a Prince of Orange, however, it's giving me Macaulay final look, and it's also giving me a little bit of Imperial Red, which that is where these creations stem from. So we don't know, but we know it's beautiful and it's a philodendron, right? All right. So what we're looking for when I say soil, right? We're just checking to make sure that when I'm having this pot pulled up, you don't see water draining from here. We're also making sure that we don't see anything that seems to be like just gooey or just sticky. Check for smell. No smell. You don't want to have like a mildewy type smell. That kind of lets you know that you might be dealing with some root rot. So since we don't have a problem with this plant, thankfully, we don't have to worry about root rot. If we did have root rot growing on, then that's when we would have to take this pot out. We'll get to that when we have to get to it. But if we did have root rot going on, we would have to take this plant out. Most likely cut the roots all the way back until we have some good roots, hopefully saying that we do have some that are salvageable, and go from there, okay? So what I always encourage you to have is a moisture meter. This one will check your moisture, it'll also check your pH level, and then check your light level, okay? So let's just go ahead and check here. And when you put it in here, remember you want to be gentle when you put it in. When you don't just job it in here, because you can hear your roots break everything. Like, we don't want to kill the plant, just trying to make sure that it's living, right? All right, so right here, if you get real close, you should be able to see on that moisture meter right there, that we're sitting at between like a 5 and a 6 or a 4 through 6. What we got? 5, exactly on the dot. Okay, that's good. Philodendrons typically like to dry out completely before you moisture them. But remember, you don't have to let it dry out completely. Just stick your finger in, and since we have a pot, you should be able to see to about that line right there, okay? About that deep in the pot, that's gonna let you know. If it's dry, go ahead and put some water in. If it feels moist, I will hold off on 1 or 2 days. Put your finger back in there again. If it's dry, then let's go ahead and water it, okay? So we're doing good with that. So we checked our soil, right? Next, we're gonna go ahead, in no particular order that I gave it, but we're gonna check our leaves. Now, what we're looking for when we're looking for pests, we're making sure we don't have no little bugs under here. We don't see no gnats flying around at all. Everything looks pretty healthy on here, okay? These spots have been with the plant since I got it. This was a rescue plant, so I came home, quarantined it. Basically what I did, just came home, took some water in the sink, just drenched it in there. Made sure I got rid of every single thing that could have possibly been living in there. Then I took a little bit of peppermint oil and neem oil, put them together on that mix that I showed you with a little bit of water, wiped down the plant, and we've been good to go ever since. So we have no pests going on right here. I'm happy about that. We're gonna look for leaf problems, okay? Leaf problems, I'm talking about yellow in the leaves, major curling of leaves. Now this leaf came in a little bit curly, but look at the rest of the plant. So that lets me know it's just this one leaf that's acting a little bit funky. So we're good to go with that. Now, if all of my leaves were drooping over and curled up and they won't yellow, they just was curled up, it's a high likely chance that it's dehydrating and it needs some water. Now, if these leaves were completely yellow, bent, and turned over, usually that's a sign for overwatering. Sometimes you can save a plant, sometimes you cannot. If you get to it early enough though, it can be saved. So next, what we're gonna look for is our growth patterns. We just wanna take a look and make sure that the plant is actually growing as it should. What does that mean? Okay. If this plant is looking like this today, I shouldn't come back in about 3 weeks and it's looking like this. And the leaves are all split up and it's discoloration going on. That's letting me know that there's something funky going on in the soil, okay? So that's when we would go back, take a look at our soil and see what could possibly be going on. Now this is just a good plant to use. So this example doesn't necessarily apply to this, but I do have a plant in which we are going to be able to use, okay? Next, or lastly, however way we put this in order, pot size. We want to make sure that our plant is in a proper pot size. Because what's going to happen if it's in there too big? This plant in a gigantic pot, root rot. And this plant in a very teeny weeny, let me get an example. You can't have this plant in this pot. Just to give you an example of what I'm talking about is that a lot of these nurseries or any stores you go to, you see them, they carry these 4-inch pots and they'll have a plant in there that's entirely just too small to be in there. But see, little pots like this, they're very uncommon in stores. You don't really see them using them a lot, at least not locally that I have seen. So I use clear pots because they help me to be able to identify the root system a lot faster. Okay, the dark green pots and all that, they're nice search until you got a plant that's not doing good. And you don't necessarily want to pull it all the way out and mess it up even more if you could just kind of see what's going on. So that's why I like to use clear pots. A good indicator that your roots are doing pretty good, they're gonna have like a creamy-ish color inside of it, let you know they're doing good. Now, if you see some roots and they look really dark and it smells mildewy, that's root rot. Quickest thing to do is to get that pot out of there, that plant out of that pot, and let's just try to go ahead and trim that root system all the way back as close as we can. And hopefully the plant can recover. But most people, this is just my little rant, little side thing. Most people talk about their plant died, right? Two things that their plant always die from: underwatering or overwatering. Now, most older people or elder people that I have ran into, it's overwater. They care for it too much. The younger crowd, they don't like to give their plant enough water. And you have to be careful on what your beginner plant is. Okay? All right, here we go. Here's the problematic plant right here. All right, so this is my Brazil philodendron, okay? It still is green. It doesn't have a lot of yellowing going on. It's not dehydrated, but I did have to do some cutbacks on it about maybe 3 weeks ago because I had a grow light behind on the back of the plant rack. The grow light back there, and it was on just too high. Long story short, too high. And it was frying the heck out of my plants. I trimmed a lot of it back and now it just looks so pitiful. And I don't know if it's because now the pot just seems to be too big for the plant and it just looks like the plant is just kind of going everywhere, but it's just not controlled anymore. And this used to hang. So what I'm gonna do is take this off of the hanger. I'm gonna repot it and we're gonna hope for it to do well. Let's just give it the plant maintenance test. So, soil moisture, okay? Stick my finger in here. It does feel a little damp. But we're gonna take our meter. Okay, and I don't know if you can see it all the way. But It's giving 5. I'm doing pretty good. I need to pat myself on the back because making sure these things are moist because sometimes the days go by fast. Okay. All right. So moisture, doing fine. Soil looks good. I mean, it's my own mix, so I know that the soil is fine, right? Next, we check it for pests. We look closely here. There are no pests, any of that going on at all around here. So we all right. We have that checked. Next, leaf discoloration and yellowing. So we do have one in here, but I believe that this yellowing is just coming from maybe a root that I didn't properly repot all the way down in there. And the reason why I say that, guys, is because we don't have any yellowing going on. That one caught me by surprise, but we don't have any yellowing going on. We do have a little leaf that looks like it's trying to dry out over here. And we do have this little crumbly one that I'm pretty sure was gone a while ago. But other than that, that's what we have going on. We don't have any dead leaves going on in here. So leaf quality, I would say is pretty good. Growth patterns, like 1 or 2 strings of philodendrons that seem to be a little bit bigger of the Brazil. That was because on my very first cuttings that I received, most of them died, but 2 of them survived. So I saw this plant again in, I want to say Lowe's or Home Depot, one of them. I saw this plant again, and when I saw it, I said, I have to buy it. So it was smaller, so I bought it. And I just put the clippings that I had that was working in with the plant that I had, okay? So that's why those looked a little bit different, but nothing's abnormal about the leaf shape and nothing is going bad. Everything, the plant appears to be healthy. It just looks like it's in bad shape, you know? I'm real big on how your plants look. I think your plants reflect who you are sometimes, and I don't like to look busted. Maybe our next video will be me showing you repotting this and what I do. Who knows, right? All right, so what did we do today, right? Well, we checked our soil, made sure that they both appeared to be healthy in here. No signs of root rot. We checked to make sure we didn't have any of those little nasty bugs, right? Nope, we was pretty good with that. We checked just our growth size as in with the leaves, just kind of making sure leaves aren't curling inside or just don't appear to look like they're holding on for dear life, right? We checked just like the color of the leaves as well. We wanted to make sure we didn't see any yellow or dark leaves where it should be light greens or light leaves turning kind of clear. That's a thing. All right, and then we just checked our pot size to kind of see if we need to take a pot up or take a pot down. And guess what? We found out this pot gotta go down. So, but that's all I got for you today, guys. I appreciate you being with me. Please like, comment, subscribe. And as always, when you're growing with Sean, it's always something to learn.